In the last video, we talked about how to use the Cre-Creac method of legal analysis in order to analyze legal claims element by element. In this video, we're going to talk about a slight variation to the Cre-Creac, which I'll call Cre-Creac inception. You may prefer the term Cre-Creac. But in any case, this is the method that you'll want to use when you come across a more complicated set of elements. So let's imagine that you are writing a legal memorandum and you are analyzing a particular claim. And recall that in a claim, you want to include a roadmap that lays out the elements and disposes of the obvious. So let's say that within this claim there are three elements. So element 1, element 2, and element 3. And in your roadmap, you say element 1 is obvious. We don't need to talk about that anymore. We get to element 2, and you do your Cre-Creac, saying element 2 can probably be established. The rule on this is such and such. The cases have interpreted this rule to say such and such. And applying it to the facts of this case, element 2 can probably be proven. And then you get to element 3, and as you are doing your Cre-Creac, you say element 3 can probably be proven. But then when you get to the rule and explanation on element 3, the court says that we need to look at three factors: factor 1, factor 2, and factor 3. And using the usual Cre-Creac method, it is not very convenient to figure out how to analyze each of these three factors in a traditional Cre-Creac. And so what you want to do is basically to just start over and create a mini roadmap for element 3 and say factor 1 is obvious, factor 2 and 3 are more controversial, and then do a separate Cre-Creac. Basically start over the Cre-Creac once you get to these non-obvious factors. And so each factor, or these could also be sub-elements of whatever element that you're analyzing, you just start over when you get a sub-element or a factor, do a new Cre-Creac for each sub-element, and then circle back to making the final conclusion about this particular element.